and also teacher Mr. Alonso.
Well, thank you, Mary, for campaigning for your vote for the DFT presidency. In this, probably the most important. It's clear we're in a crisis for our union, a crisis for public education, a crisis for Detroit Public Schools in particular. One side is danger, and the other side is opportunity. We need to seize the opportunity in this, and we can seize that opportunity. We need a plan, above all, a political plan. There's a new day in America. People want change. People want hope. That's so clear now. That's so very clear after the national presidential elections. We need to understand what's going on and seize the moment. We have in our brochure our political, it's key to everything right now. Defending our union, winning a quality contract, defending and improving public education, winning equality for the young people that we teach. Political action, what does it mean? Well, first and foremost, you need a union president who will speak up, who will be known, who will be campaigning tirelessly everywhere in the city about the issues that concern Detroit teachers. What we want is simple. We demand fair compensation in terms of pay and benefits. We demand the right to be able to teach. We went into teaching in order to educate. We want that undermining stopped. We want our classes provided for, given support as we need as teachers. And we want what's best for our students. We want them to succeed. We want them to have equality, equal opportunity, which they don't have. They just don't have it. That needs to change. You need a president who will campaign for you. That's number one. You need a president. Number two, you need a president who will mobilize the members when needed, and it's often needed. When Detroit teachers are mobilized on picket lines, be it strike, every time we've fought, we've been hugely successful. The public loves hearing from us. It gives them optimism and hope that somebody is standing up and telling the truth about the problems in Detroit Public Schools, about the problems in education in our society, and that somebody is fighting for real positive change. And who to trust but the teachers. It's wrong that our union mobilizes so infrequently. But when we have stood up, we have fought, we have won. We have won big games. You need a president that will mobilize, inspire, and mobilize the membership. And you need a president who will develop with you a real political action program for the future that meets the needs of our schools, of our teachers, of our students, of everyone. Number one, we need adequate and equal funding. It's ridiculous that we have, in this day and age, unequal funding in Michigan. By statute, by law, Birmingham more than Detroit Public Schools. And funding in general has not kept pace with inflation, which is rapidly growing in terms of healthcare and fuel and some of the most vital important costs of a public school system. This needs to change. We've got to get the funds. We need reimbursement for the terrible state takeover that took this district from a $50 million surplus to a $250 million deficit. We need things like uniformity in class size and in teacher pay between districts. We need to work with something like a uniform system, a unified metropolitan school system, at least as a start, a uniform contract, a master right of a master contract, so to speak, which exists in some unions. We should be fighting for legislation. All teachers in the state of Michigan will have a certain wage, high wage, compensation, low class size. Many states have this. In Michigan, it hasn't even been proposed. Our union right now completely lacks a political agenda. And we've got to end that, and end that now. I think Heather Miller, myself, the other members of the Unity and Progress slate have been the real leaders of this union for the last 2 or more years, several years. I think that's clear. If you've been to any union meetings, time and again we put forward action prompted overwhelmingly by the membership, sometimes with opposition, including our own elected officials, unelected officials, but needless, no matter, the members adopt the proposals. They want action. And time again, we have been the effective leadership of this union. Now we must actually run the union from the office. Metaphorically speaking, we cannot run the union effectively any more than we can run or drive a car from the back seat. The plan that over and over again people have agreed with, we need to be in the driver's seat of that union to be able to carry out the agenda of the members 365 days of the year. Our opponents in this election will talk a good game about the contract. They want a better contract. We all want a better contract. But if you listen carefully, they've got no idea how to achieve it. They talk vaguely about going back to sort of the good old days. They want to lull you to sleep with the idea of the lore of the good old days. Well, this union did a lot of good stuff. The members fought hard in those good old days, if you want to call them that. But they weren't always so good. We settled for a lot less in contracts than we really needed to. We know the conditions in these schools were not what they should have been. Our members fought hard, you could say harder than almost any membership in any union in this country. But often in the bargaining team, in the negotiations, we didn't get all that we needed. And even if we did, even if you cast that aside, for argument's sake, the truth is that times have changed. Times are changing drastically. And we need to meet that. Simple trade union toughness isn't going to do it. Saying that we can just bargain over the course of the spring or the summer, which is really what it becomes, if the same old ways played out. We have bargaining, we talk about doing it in the spring, but it doesn't get done. So then we talk about, oh, we wake up, it's the first day of school in the fall, and there's no contract, or there's a contract that really isn't what we want, but the argument is, what can we do about it? It's too late. No, can't do that. Need to start now. Need to start with political action tied to the demand of a quality contract. Bargaining will start. We're going to announce the need for bargaining to start right after we're elected. Within the first 30 days, we will issue a public call. But not just a public call and leave it at that. We're likely to see maybe the opening handshake of bargaining or something like that, but it's got to be regular bargaining. And it's got to be public bargaining. Teachers not left in the dark. Students and parents not left in the dark. We're the ones that this contract affects. The politicians know the details of all the negotiations. The corporate tops know the details of all the negotiations, but the ones with the contract effects who are really affected by what happens in negotiations, the teachers, the parents, and students left completely in the dark. It's time for open bargaining. Open public bargaining. So what we have to say is simple. Pay us fairly, give us the benefits that we deserve, reduce our class size, give us clean, safe schools, books and supplies. These are all simple, obvious things, and if we do it publicly, maximizes our pressure. What can the school board do? They're going to come up with the money, and the money is there. The money is there. So I just want to close by urging you to consider voting for our slate, Unity and Progress slate. We've been fighting for you for years, and we've fought, and we've led this union forward. We're going to continue to lead this union forward. But this is such a critical moment. I cannot overemphasize to you what a critical moment this is in our union's history. You need the leadership, and you've got leaders in us. You've had leaders. You've been voting with us at those union meetings for years now. But you need those leaders actually in the elected offices to be able to run this union daily. We are at a key moment. Think carefully about this election. Vote carefully. Vote for progress. Vote for unity. Vote for the Unity and Progress slate. Steve Conn, for DFT President. Thank you very much.